Hey now, how's my lighting? It doesn't look that good. Hey now, what we all doing? I'm just making some coffee. I'm gonna tell you guys a story, alright? This is real deal story from 1996 in a bathroom, in a coffee shop. Coffee shop was called Coffee to the People, and it unfortunately burned down. I think it came back. But anyways, let me get to the story. Standing in the line, I was high on like probably 40 microdots, which were a mescaline LSD mixture. They were the orange barrels. And I was standing in line to the bathroom, and I was like, you know what? What if a mad scientist wanted to wipe out the population once the world gets to about 7 to 8 billion people? I was like, what would be the best way for this mad scientist to kill the population without the population actually realize what's going on? Hand sanitizer soap. As I was staring at the little machine that spits out the white foamy stuff, I was like, that's how you do it. You create a virus that can withstand the hand sanitizer soap, right? Then when people are getting sick, nobody puts two and two together of why they're getting sick or where the sickness is coming from. Nobody's gonna look at the hand sanitizer. So anyways, the other day I decided to do some research, and holy behold, I was correct. If you Google or YouTube antibacterial soap versus viruses, or can viruses evolve to withstand antibacterial soap, you'll find a little 47-second video, which I believe is a 48-hour actual episode of a virus that withstands the antibacterial soap, beats the level 1, then it goes to 10 times the amount of antibacteria. It evolves into like 100 times, into like infinity. And the virus will keep evolving in. Because as the virus dies, 99.9% of them die. But that 0.01% then mutates off of itself and creates more because they are a single entity. They don't really need something else to breed. So then that one will mutate into more, and then they will overcome the antibacterial soap because that no longer kills them. So you'd have to put a different type of antibacterial soap in there to be able to throw them off. You end up leaving the super virus behind. The virus that can withstand 99.9% of your chemicals that you're trying to kill it with. Then there was this other stuff that they were putting in your food, in your coffee, in your toothpaste, in your clothes called Tessalin, and it causes all kinds of crazy side effects, from being sterile to heart issues to tumors to... Yeah, that was great. Thanks, government. The FDA actually decided to outlaw hand sanitizers a few years back. But during the COVID-19, everybody and their fucking mom is figuring out how to make different ways of making hand sanitizer. And I've been saying it for a long time that hand sanitizer was going to kill you. I always thought that because you were using the hand sanitizer so much that you were keeping your hands totally clean from anything being able to kill you, and then your body is naturally evolving just like the virus is naturally evolving, and your body will slow down on making enzymes which eat and destroy viruses by using hand sanitizer. That's why I'm a dirty kid. That's why I'm dirty. That's why I'm like, no, I ain't trying to take no shower. Because I go take a shower, I'm going to have to wash myself in that antibacterial soap. And then that 0.1%, which can withstand that antibacteria, can affect me. But because I'm a dirty kid and I don't have any of the things that virus has been able to evolve into, and my immune system is naturally destroying everything that comes my direction because I have a very strong immunity, I'll never get sick. That's why I have not gotten sick during this whole COVID-19 thing. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys hear a story of how I came up with some shit like 25 years ago. And like 12 years ago, Bill Nye the Science Guy was the first video I saw trying out that experiment of the bacteria versus the antibacteria dish soap. That was dish soap. And so just keep in mind, every time you use the 99.9% antibacterial soap, you are leaving a 0.01% behind that mutates to withstanding that bacteria. And then when next time you use that antibacterial soap, you're only killing off the dead ones. That 0.01% has already evolved. And very well may be true right now. Conspiracy. Whoa, breakdown. Right now, that antibacterial soap you have could be secretly laced with a bacteria that nobody knows or looking for. That's why people keep getting sick with random cases of COVID. Plus, 2 years ago, they weren't trying to keep track of people who had a cold in South Africa or a cold in India or a cold in China. That's some COVID. They weren't keeping track of that shit until COVID came around. Then they're like, oh, let's keep track of every type of coronavirus. And then we'll just all call it COVID-19. Even though that they're not, because COVID-19 came from a laboratory in China. It didn't come from South Africa. That was a different virus that mutated to withstand living in South Africa, to the same different virus that has withstand to live in India, to the same virus that withstood to live in China. Different viruses. They're all different. Not one of them are the same. It's always evolving. Always evolving. The vaccine you take for the flu shot evolves every year. Why? Because they keep it alive in a laboratory. They play with it. Then they say, this is what we predict the virus to be like this year. Come down to Walgreens and get your free flu shot. Not everybody, but a 0.1% gets sick. Then they're on the BART, coughing in your face. Next thing you know, you got a sore throat. You know exactly where it came from. That little Mexican guy that was standing next to me that was staring at the girl. Her nipple was kind of hanging out of her shirt, and I tried to tell her, hey, your nipple's hanging out. She got super mad at me. I was never going to tell a girl ever again that your nipple's hanging out. Little dude was staring at it. He turned and coughed in my face. The next day, I got a sore throat. That's how viruses are spread. They don't just fly around in the air waiting to look for you. That's a lot of fucking shit to talk about right there. Anyways, that was my rabbit hole for the day.